Have you ever thought about how to keep your brain sharp as you get older? Uh, I made 7 different habits that I changed, and so far it's helping me keep my mind sharper. But first, I want to welcome you to my channel again. If you're new here, thank you for being here. And if you're part of my subscribers, thanks for joining me again. I have searched online for all kinds of ways to try to keep my mind busy and keeping it active. And there's been a lot where they were like, play cards, word games, puzzles of different kinds. And even though those are good, and I still do them, I'll do coloring too, but I wanted something a little different. So I did some research, and these are the 7 things I changed. Number 1, I break my normal routine. Not completely. I just do different things. For the example, I'm right-handed, and when I reach into the refrigerator for something, I'll use my right hand, grab it, or if I go to grab some silverware, I use my right hand. So what I've done is I'm forcing myself to use my left hand. That way, I won't be like on autopilot, so to speak. And I think that's helped me, because when I'm doing that, it's almost like my brain's working a little different. I know that you can't really tell, but I can in a way that it's just the way it feels. So, I'll use my left hand to grab things. When I go to the store, I've got this normal routine. You go down, right, left, so forth. What I've done now is changed the route. It gives me a different view. It don't feel as normal as it, or automatic. And I feel like my brain is in a way thinking, wait a minute, what are you doing? What about our old route? Now I got to think about this. So it kind of keeps my mind working instead of just staying in that rut of the normal routine. Number 2 is solving real life problems. I would always get online, Google what I wanted to know, grocery lists or, whatever. But what I've done now is I've cut some of that out and thought, okay, I can do this. So I would figure out what kind of meals can I make with what I have already. Can I figure out how to fix something that needs fixing in the house? Nothing major, but just little fixes. Maybe my curtain's crooked. I'm just trying to pull stuff out of the air, but you get the idea. Number 3, doing something that produces something. Kind of like gardening. Your mind will have to work. You're sitting there trying to decide where to plant it. Coloring, and maybe coloring with your left hand. Doing crafts. That keeps my mind working, because I end up, having to really think about what I'm doing, and that works another part of my brain, I guess. But just doing something to where you end up with a craft, or you end up with something that you're proud of. Number 4, remembering something without using technology. Like trying to remember what's on your grocery list. You don't have to remember the whole thing, but just have your mind think and work to where you can say, all right, maybe I can get half the list. If you can remember that, or even just a few items, you just keep trying that over and over. Another one is trying to remember phone numbers. That's one of my biggest problems right there. I am so used to just look at the phone. And there's been times I've been out, people ask me my number, and I couldn't remember it. I don't know if you've done that, but it's just little things that we can do trying to remember either what we did one day, sharing a memory, or if someone has an opinion, maybe try to explore why that opinion matters. Anything that would be to the point where you're making your mind work. Number 5, thinking conversations. This is where you would tell a story from a long time ago. Ask why when someone speaks to you or you're talking to someone. And that gets your brain wondering. It's like, all right, I asked why. Now I need that answer. But just simple conversations about older times has helped me a lot. It really has. Number 6, planning ahead. Like if you've got a routine that you go by, you need to plan it out maybe a week before. That's what I do. Now you could probably do it the day before or on the same day, but planning it, organizing your tasks, like what needs to be done first. Can this wait till later? Planning meals for the week. But in your head. You can put them down on paper later, but do it in your head. And I've noticed that my mind's thinking a little bit clearer since I've done that. Instead of depending on everything. Like our new technology, My old days, it was pencil and paper. You didn't have cell phones and computers and all that stuff. Number 7, stay curious about things. Think about things that you wouldn't normally be interested in. And that gives your mind a chance to explore and, just kind of maybe go deeper in your memory. If you like to fish, but you hate cooking it, talk to yourself about how you cook it, what you don't like about it. Try a new hobby, something that you've never done. I love crafts, and I can't paint real good, but that don't stop me. I still get my stuff out, my brushes, my paint, and I'll start just painting different strokes. It don't have to be a masterpiece. Just paint what your mind's thinking about at the time. If it's a sunset, if it's at a grocery store, if it's at a museum, at a friend's house. Try visiting something unfamiliar. If you've never went into a certain store, you thought, oh, I wouldn't be interested in that. Go in it. Park, get out, go in and look around because it's new. And I've noticed that if I'm around things that are new that I'm not used to, I seem to feel more interested, more alert, asking more questions. Excuse me. So, just try something new that you have never done before. And before I finish, this is not guaranteed to help. It's not like written in blood, so to speak. But it will eventually help you get through what you're dealing with. It has helped me. And if it's helped me, I'm sure that some of these can help you too. It's just a matter of trying to keep your memories more focused. This isn't about fear or perfect, being perfect. It's about doing the small things that will eventually, hopefully, help keep your mind strong, have you, keeping it active, and just trying to slow down. Since this is my retirement years, I have a tendency to try to do things real fast. But I try to slow down, think more, do things different. Because I really believe that if you do something new, that your mind will start working in parts maybe it didn't before. And of course my husband could really say a few things about that, but I won't get into that in this video. But I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is you're watching this, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.